Okay. All right, everyone. So I'm going to very quickly walk you through what an annotated bib is, and I'm going to put this explanation right here for you so that you can spend the rest of your week writing your annotated bibliography, and it's going to be due at the end of this week at Sunday at midnight as usual. So essentially, an annotated bib allows you to track and compile all of your research in an easy to read manner. So it's something that'll help you facilitate an understanding of what you should use and what is not going to be quite as useful to you about all the research that you've done. So there's a few different parts to an annotated bib, and really it should have a citation, a short synopsis of what the source says, and then your own evaluation of the source. So how useful is that source going to be? So in a usual format, you're going to do a citation of an annotated of a bibliography. So you put an entry just like this, where you have the author's name, the book or the title of the article, whatever it might be, and then citation information. If you need help on this, you look at the MLA guidelines document. Look also at Purdue OWL website. It's really helpful. You can also use easybib.com, which is a really helpful tool that you just put the information in, and it'll help generate the correct bibliography for you, citation for you. So what you'll do is for each of your pieces of research, you'll start with the citation, and then this will be organized, of course, alphabetically by author's last name as usual. And then this does make it a lot easier when you go to write your own bibliography on your essay, which does not include all of this information. It's just the citations. That way you can just pull the citations and put them in order and you'll be done. So a brief synopsis that you're going to do is basically look at what is it that the author or the article or the book or the chapter, whatever it might be, what is it that it says, what is it that it argues. It doesn't need to be long. It really just needs to be maybe a paragraph at most, because you're not going to be reading whole chapters and things for this research. You're really looking at articles and different things. So give a short synopsis that explains carefully what the source says and what it argues. And then this is the more objective part. Then you're going to include a subjective section, which is going to be an evaluation. So at the very end, what you're going to do is just write a brief evaluation of the source. Do you think it was a solid source? Do you think it was helpful to your argument? Do you think it showed an opposing viewpoint perhaps? Or do you think it lacked credibility? Is this something you could critique possibly? What kind of argument did it make? What kind of biases were there? What other information could you evaluate that could potentially lend itself to using this in your argument? And then you will basically put one of these for each of your sources that you have done research on, and that's going to be your annotated bibliography. There are lots of resources online that you can use. There's lots of different things. There's also a helpful guide here at Purdue OWL. So make sure that you get this done this week.